YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF. If you look at this graph, man, it's just as scary. You see, it just keep going down, and the price of today is $8.51. So it has lost a lot of money, right? Right now, it's minus 57% down. This is just a chart performance. What I want to do today, not to scare you of the chart, but show you is how much actually there's a potential. If you are an investor who is willing to take a risk and invest in this ETF, you can generate a lot of money and retire just today, you know, with just very little money. Now, if you're also interested with that type of ETFs, which are more of a similar, for example, there's YMAX MSTR. Right now, the price is 28. Look, it has gone up. It's 32% up. YieldMax Universe Fund of Funds, YMAX, it's down, but this is one of the sturdy one. So far, price is only 16% down, but with the dividend, of course, it's up. If we look at the YieldMax NVIDIA option, which is NVDY, is up about 16%. But of course, with dividend is way up, and I've made a bunch of video. And there's another one that hasn't really performed really well, but is one of the popular one, is also Coney. This is 100% related to Coinbase. It's with the price is minus or negative 32, but if you include all the distribution, you are way up. Hello, fellow passive investors. Welcome to today's update. This is my first video for 2025. I haven't made a video in quite a while because I've been on traveling and, of course, holidays and family and all that stuff. But rest assured, I'm back and I'm going to be making a bunch of videos for this year, 2025, and keep you up to date. So if it's your first time watching this channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. And if you like this type of content, as always, make sure you like this video and share with someone who you think this video might help them to also generate massive passive income. Market cap right now is 268. PE ratio is 30. A 50-week range, ULTY has ranged between $8.42 to $20.55. So 1.2 is up. Dividend yield as of now is 80%. Right, so it's a huge dividend. So if you look at the total return with a drip, is only -3. Without drip is -4. Even though the price is $8, remember, if you put those distribution, you are really not down as much. And if we look at this chart here, we can see that with a drip, the darker green one is the price showing with the drip, and the lighter green one is the price with no drip. Drip, as you know, is a dividend reinvestment plan. So you take in your distributions, you reinvest back in the share price. Remember, when you do drip, what you literally do is buying lower at this price and you're buying higher, you're buying lower. And this is an example of investing. If you invested $10,000 from beginning of the time when it started, you know, just about a year ago. If we look at the ULTY dividend payment, yield, and share price chart, we know the price has just keep going down right now. Now, we'll look at the dividend and payment yield. The yield is the red one there. Trailing 12 months, yield has been going up, right? Because the price is coming down and they pay more distribution. So the yield, of course, is going to be up. But here's the thing, though. The dividend distribution are going down. You can see here that at one point they pay way massive there. It's like $1.41. But the last distribution they pay the lowest is only like 57 cents. So we can see clearly that they used to pay a little bit more. And as the time goes by, they pay a little bit less. And this is because of the strategy they changed. So they trying to pay lower distribution, but to make sure that maybe this ETF will recover from where it is right now and they don't have to do that stock split. I might be talking about ULTY, and most of you might know what ULTY is, but some people might not know what ULTY is. So ULTY is a YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF. Distribution rate right now is 87.51, but you are going to get more distribution with the method I'm going to show you. Distribution, the first time they paid was on March 18th, 2024. So right now we're in January. So it's been about a year, not quite a year. It's been out for about 10 months. And the last distribution they are going to pay is going to be tomorrow on January 10th, 2025. Again, for people who don't know what ULTY is, if you know what ULTY does, you can just skip this. But I'm going to read for people who actually don't know about this ETF and they are interested to invest. Fund overview. YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF, ULTY, is actively managed to seek monthly income from a portfolio of covered call strategy, each on an underlying security. ULTY also provide a direct or indirect exposure to the share price return of the underlying securities, subject to a limit on potential investment gain for each such security. Alt investment sub-advisors will typically select between 15 to 30 underlying securities, primarily on the basis of such security implied volatility level, and will regularly review Alt portfolio and determine whether one or more of its cover call strategies should be increased, decreased, or eliminated, and whether any such strategy should be implemented on any new underlying security. Investment objective: Alt primary investment objective is to see current income, and Alt secondary investment is to seek exposure to those underlying shares that they have. Fund information: ticker symbol is Alt. It was incepted on February 28, 2024. It trades on New York Stock Exchange. Net expense ratio after discount is 1.14. This is MER, management expense ratio, where you're paying the manager to manage your portfolio. Asset right now is 2.78 million, so we round up to 2.79. NAV is 8 and the price right now is 8.51. Performance I've shown you that has returned almost -4, -3 on this official website here. It doesn't include the price of today. Has returned about -2. So even though the price is very low from where it started at $20, but if you include all the dividends, it has only returned -2. So you've lost only you're almost flat with your money. If you invested $10,000 when they came out, you just barely hasn't lost that much money, right? Holdings, the top is Advanced Micro Devices. This is AMD. They have Alibaba Group. These are the one popular stocks you might know. They have a Cover Group and Celsius Holdings. They used to have a bunch of crappy kind of stocks. They changed to these more sturdy house name stocks in order to stabilize this ETF. But honestly, it hasn't done anything good since then. But probably this strategy is to try to make this ETF to be stable so they don't have to do reverse split, because it's at $8 and it's been there for a long time. And I'm wondering, maybe it might come down. It might be splitted soon. But because they can tweak and change a portfolio, so maybe they don't have to do that. Now let's come to this spreadsheet that I created. This is a spreadsheet on income guidance. I always make this spreadsheet to show you how much you can make from these ETFs. As I've said, for some people, this ETF might be too risky to invest their money. But for some people who are willing to take that risk and generate a lot of money, and even to retire today with only few amount of money, and you can make $8,000 a month today, this is how much you're going to make, and this is how you can make it. So since they start pay distribution, that was March 18, 2024. The first time was $1, and then they went to 142. That was the highest. And since then, they haven't paid that much. It's been 128, 113, 99, 78, 98, 83, 83, 71, 57. This is the lowest they've paid so far. If we take this one, we average all of them, we're getting about 96 per share that they've paid so far. So if you are investing in this ETF, you can count about 96. That's how much you're going to make. If you take distributions all together, since they have paid so far $10.59. So we add $10 plus the price of today, which is $8.51. We are getting our share price of $19.10. So that means you've lost about 90 cents since inception. If we take the average distribution of 96 cents per share with our price of today, our yield is going to be 138. And by the way, this right here is asset under management, which right now is 279. Now let's go to our projection, right? So if you invested $25,000 as of today with just a dividend average, you are getting $33,843 annual income, and that was going to give you $2,820. So let's keep skipping. We can see here, if you put $50,000, you're going to get $5,000 a month. If you put $75,000, you're going to get $8,461, and that's going to give you an income of $101. So that's income that you'll be able to just retire with that amount of money. If you put $100,000, oh my God, you're going to get $11,281. And these right here amount of shares you're going to get, if you put 150, you're going to get 203. That's annual income, or 16,921. So what I would say, if you have money right now, 75,000 you put in there, you're going to get at least 5,000 a month. So it depends on how your lifestyle is. But for me, I think 5,000 is a lot of money for a lot of people to be able to kind of just relax and retire, or maybe not retire, maybe part-time job, right? That's if you're willing to take the risk. So if we go down all the way to, let's say you're crazy enough and you put $250,000, you're going to get 28,000 a month, and that's going to give you about a 338 a year. If you put a 350, you're going to get over 400,000 a year. If you go all the way down to $500,000, that's going to give you 56,000 a month, and that's income of 678. So let's say, for example, you have a lot of money, you put this much money, you buy it for 1 month, and you get this amount of money. You just take your money back, you sell everything, and so there's a lot of way to make money. But again, this is very risky, and this is for people who are willing to take a risk with this ETF. But this is how you can generate it from $2,000 a month all the way to, on average, I would say to $10,000 a month. I repeat, this income guidance is for people who are looking at this and say this price is going down. It used to be $20 when it started, and now it's at $8.51. So if you're an investor who did not own this before and you say, well, this is a great time to buy because it's lower and I'm going to make that 135 dividend yield, should I? Because I really thought this ETF would be splitted. But the reason why it hasn't been splitted is because you can see clearly that YieldMax has changed its strategy, because the stock that they had before, I showed you here, there used to be a bunch of crappy stocks. What they did, they changed a bunch of them, and right now they have different type of ETF. So price may be stabilized. At our current price, that's how much you're going to get. So what do you think? Are you willing to invest in this ETF to generate a lot of money? Or do you think this ETF is very risky for you to invest your money right now? So let me know in a comment below. And again, make sure you subscribe. And if you like this content, smash the like button. Share with someone who like. Till we meet again on the next video that I'm going to make very soon on income guide. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.